Okay, let's take a look at this stuff real quick. I need to try and do a little more educational. So first thing I'm going to go over is the user interface, just to show you. Uh, and then we'll get into the game. Okay, so you can just look at. We'll go over these here and there. It's the horse armor mod. Um, that's a vanilla hair replacement. There's my lockpicks, my dog companion. Uh, these are just some uh, plugins for Vilja. This is Oblivion Carry Overhaul, makes her more compatible. There's a customize her babe hair, different hairstyles. This is the companion friendly ends that adds the extra bed uh, in the ends, and most of them, not all of them. There's my companion Neeshka, and there's my companion Vilja. God, I have a hard time saying her name. Vilja. This is the better dungeons for making the caves uh, more better graphics and so forth. It has a lot of stuff in it, but carry weight mod, horse commands. We haven't got into that yet. I need to actually. Can't remember how to do that. I need to look at it real quick. So you can just right click any mod that you got installed and go to Nexus and da 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 bug fixes, gameplay. I was having a hard time getting it to open up. So if you steal a horse and you spend time with it, it'll become yours over time. Uh, Press left alt on a target horse or while riding a horse to access it. Left shift and left alt on the target horse to access saddlebags. Left alt on the target horse. So I have a small. I use a controller because I'm an old dude and I like right now I'm in my game room. I've got pillows behind my back, stretched out on my couch, and but I do have a small keypad for using for texting and typing and text and stuff. And it's actually small. It's about the same size as a controller, but about half as thick. Left alt even without targeting the horse. This is useful when visiting a merchant indoors. May have to read over that some more. Uh, okay, so that's good enough. That gives me a little idea about what to do.
In what will probably go down as one of the
Oh
biggest
shoot!
monster fallouts in years, the Fallout TV.
I was watching that. So that's that one. Here's the mod for the crafting. You install this one first, and it's on the same mod page you install. This is a patch for it. But there's this one, and then there's Skyrim Oblivion crafting. Yeah, there it is right there. You install this one first, and then you install this one on top of it. Both on the same mod page. Can't remember if that's on the same mod page or not. Because if you go to these mod pages, and you will see like, okay, there's 15 files for this. So there are a lot of options. And you just put what you want in there. And then when you, if you go to description and you click on requirements, So this mod does not have requirements. If it did, it would give a list of them. But when you go to install a file that has requirements, like if there's a list in there and you click to download a file, it'll pop up with a window with a list of everything that it needs to work. And you can just click on those links and install all those pieces. And sometimes it's 4 or 5, sometimes it's only 1.
In what will probably go...
Quit it. So blockhead, that's a requirement for the Oblivion character overhaul. Stutter removers, 3D sound fix, another stutter remover. Actually, these work. These are the same part of the same mod. Leeches or leches? I don't know what that word is. Leeches. Anyhow, those are your ghost. Makes them look better. There's the clear water. Here's my texture packages. Horse armor. Oblivion character overhaul version 2. HGEC texture compatible. So I told you that I got a mod that'll make them nude. That's this one here. But, I'm a guy, what can I say? But and yes, it only makes the females nude. God, that's just so sexist. But I think there's one out there that will make the males nude. But anyhow, it's a body texture overhaul, and I have it turned off. And then, it says it's turned on, but when you install this, you have the choice of being nude or not nude. So it's a body texture thing. It just gives you that option. And then there's the trees. There's the signs. There's some more updates for the trees and flora. There's the Oblivion character overhaul, which changes the facial expressions and some other things. There's another texture patch. Weapons texture patches, shields, weapon improvement, improved NPC faces, Oblivion character overhaul version 2 advanced edition. So some of these mods, like if this one here, it'll tell you need the first one installed. Same with there's some eyes, horse compatibility. I'm not real sure what that is. There's some more patches for Shivering Isles. Can't remember what that is, but something I got installed needs it. There's an engine fix. CFC crash free startup. Oblivion character overhaul for DLC horse fixes. Oblivion character overhaul, horse fix armor. Let people speak. So this is the mods that add text only, no voices. They used to shut off pretty quick, but this lets it read until for I think it's like 8 or 10 seconds. And you can hit the A button to get out of, to like if you've read it all and you don't want to sit there and look at it, you can just hit the A button and go through. This was one that I downloaded. I don't need anymore. I should probably uninstall it because I installed the advanced one. It overwrote this, and then the mod manager Vortex pops up and says you don't need this mod. So I could actually uninstall it. Yeah, it's disabled, so it ain't hurt nothing. There's some official patches, and you need them official. You need all 3 of these for. All Bethesda games have patches. There's an update for the Imperial, or for the little house that's the cheapest one in the game. That's right outside of the Imperial City, in like a rundown district. There's another overhaul for it. Cyrodiil Re-Loaded adds a lot of stuff to the game. It pulls out a lot of quests that was sidelined by the developers. You know, they put them there and they decided not to run with them. Well, this one revamps them and opens them up, kind of like the quest that I'm doing for the Black Horse Courier. That was one that wasn't released in the game, and this re-released it, and there's several others. I think it says it does 50 quests and characters, and introduce characters. Now here's the one I wanted to go over. So there's 4 parts of this. So I'll put the links. Will be in. I will get a link in the games. I'll go back and install them in the old ones. But so basically, this is the one that user interface is overdone and gives you all, and it requires that right there. But and I have it installed. But it'll tell you. Read the description, and you go here, and you actually want to download this one first because it's the one that gives you better controller support. And it even tells you if you want to use a different user interface, you can install it after this. So this is the one that leaves everything vanilla. But then if you install this one, it turns it to that black one that looks more Skyrim-y. And then there's a alternate cursor size. I installed that. So there's those 3. Now, I've done all the legwork.
In what will probably go down as one of the biggest...
I've done all the legwork, so I did more searching. And the hotkeys, I'll put the link to this. This is how you get the hotkeys installed, okay? And you can pick it to be vanilla oriented, or you can pick it to use the user interface. And so we did the hotkeys, and these are optional files. I didn't do these, but so you'll need this so that you can get the D-pad activated. And then, and I searched for these and found them. And then the where's the knock one? The arrows. I don't know. But anyhow, and then this rumble thing, it puts the vibration back in the controller, so you can feel recoil and stuff. Don't ever feel any real vibration, but when you get hit by arrows or sword or something, you get the jolt out of the controller. And then there's one for the knocked arrows. Should be in there. Bug fixes. Oops. I'm gonna have to go make sure my wife is up. Yeah, that's my job. Take care of her. She takes care of me. I take care of her. This is installed just for when I find mods that require this, which there's one that I needed it for. That's an extension. There's some more of the silent voice things. Simple saves, which I like. That was a requirement for something. There's a script extender. And then this is the lighting. Makes the window lights look better. And there's some hoods so the liches or whatever the hell they're called is they look better. This is trash. This is stuff you don't need. Lord of the Rings. It just adds Lord of the Rings themed weapons in the game. I've only found one. I don't know if there's any that are enhanced, like with spells or not, but I only found one time. So where is the extension for the knocking the arrows? Man. because you can't, when you first play this, you can't unnock the arrows. You get, the only way to unnock an arrow is to shoot the damn thing. See if I can find it. I don't know why I don't see it in the game. I know it's there because it's working. It might just be a plug-in. So that's what I like about Nexus. It'll keep records of all the mods that you, per game. Every time you change a game, it'll show you per game all the mods that you've downloaded. And some of these mods I've tried and didn't like, and some of them I'm still running. Hope this ain't being too boring. I want to try to do a little more be a little more educational in what I'm doing here. Yeah, I hope you, if you don't like watching this, fast forward to the gameplay, because I guess I could post this and then do the gameplay. Where is the arrow one? Maybe it's a link in here. Files. That's not it. I tried that. I wasn't real happy with it. I forget what problems I was having. Some of these times you'll download mods and you'll have conflicts. And, you know, when I have a conflict that's I can't figure out how to fix, I just get rid of the delete it. Just uninstall and delete. Beautiful people, that's pretty, makes them look better, which I think I'm running that, maybe not. Might have got rid of that and just went with the Oblivion character overhaul. Hotkeys, let's see if it's under the hotkey one. 3 files, hotkeys, Imperial theme, Hot Wheels, not there. Let's go back to description. See, this one has all these are required, so when you go to download this, it's going, you're going to get the option to install all those. Why can I not find that mod? I'm freaking out over this. I know I had to install it. I'm wasting too much time, man. is right there. So I'll put the links to these, but to get everything working the way mine is, so I had to install that. Why I don't see that, I do not know. Let's see what it is. It's an ESP. I bet you it's just a plug-in. So if you go to your plugins, these are what I've got disabled for one reason or another. I don't know why. I just do got them disabled. And let's just see, enabled. DLCs. Anyhow, it's in there. There it is right there. Yeah, so it's just a plug-in. It's not a whole like a mod. So let's get out of this. I am working on a mod list to incorporate. It just takes time, especially when you got 66 mods. And I felt like playing, and I needed to post videos. People are starting to forget that I even have a channel. So let's save this. I guess I could go over some, since this is going to be educational. So you need loot, and I definitely already have that, and you need Xedit. Loot does almost every Fallout game, see? And you just pick the game you want. You go sort plugins, apply, update, and then it's going to tell you about conflicts. There was actually a mod that I installed that needed extensive cleaning, and I went and figured out how to do that, because it's not like, so here you can click on here to get the to get this, and then this is like kind of like takes you to, this is instructions, all right? But all you need to know about loot is it's going to tell you these are dirty plugins. That means they've got files in them that's just taking up space, and it can be conflicts. So you can only do this one at a time. So you open up Xedit, and I don't think Shivering Isles was one, but so Horse Armor, it was dirty, DLC. And you hit OK, and it's going to run through the cleaning process, and that's what it cleaned. And when it says background loader down here at the bottom, it's finished. Haven't tried adjusting the font. So you just have to close out of this, and then you can resort. And then now Horse Armor's clean. So the next one is Quarry. So you go to click on DLC Quarry, hit OK. And it's a little tedious because you can only do one at a time, and every time you close this, see it says background loader and it's finished. And you click X, and then if you sort it, and see, it's clean. So you just, basically all of your DLCs need to be cleaned, and then there will be other mods that will need to be cleaned. I've already cleaned them. The only reason the DLC, all this is dirty again, is because I did a repair, verifying repair in the GOG, and when it does that, it reinstalls all these files. So they're dirty from Bethesda or whoever wrote the DLCs. So I'll do all that on my own. This is just give you an idea. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, how many, how far are we? 25. So I'm going to stop this. Is there anything else I want to show you guys? Well, I actually don't want loot. I want this. This is going to be hard to explain because I'm not installing anything to actually show you. But if you go to manage rules, when you install stuff, when files conflict with each other or overwrite other files, this program will pop up and say, you know, you need to look at this, and it'll show you a list like this. And you can hit the button that says use suggested. Now this program goes by date, so it's going to want to do the newest one unless there's something in one of the mods, like right here, see it's locked. So in the mod description, it'll have something that tells Vortex that this has got to be done this way. Okay, so you can't change the ones that are locked, and you won't see this many. It'll only be like 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 as you install a mod. Now the one thing I want to say is, if you've installed something like, see, I want to overwrite the trees and floor to make them look better. Well, the patch had conflicts, all right, and this is loading before, so that means the patch is overwriting these 26 files that came with this, all right. And then the suggested ones is the ones that this software Vortex is wanting you to use. Now remember, anything that loads after is going to be the see, like this one, see there's the vanilla, and here's the user interface that I wanted to use, the black one. So there's 96 files. So I want to load this after so that it overwrites. This will load before, then this loads after, and this one is anything after is overwriting the files. Okay. And as you install these, you may get pop-ups that say it's that, you know, it'll be over here and it'll say discrepancies or something like that, and you'll click on it and it'll show you. And you can click use suggested. Remember, 90% of the time, unless there's some kind of a thing listed in the mod, the suggestions will be based on dates. They'll look at, okay, this file's newer, so it should be loaded after this file. But if you want to, like, you put a texture mod in there, and it might be an old texture mod, but it's better than some defaults. You may take the initiative and say, I want this to load after because I want it to overwrite these things. Okay, so, and there's some other conflicts that can be created. Like if you pick the wrong thing, it'll bring up another message, and then it'll show you these lines going from mod to mod, and there'll be arrows. And the one thing you want to look for is if there's an arrow going from one mod to the next mod and then back to the original mod, like they can't do a circle. So you just right click, you pick which one of these do I want to load first and which one do I want it to take control, which would be the one to load after. You right click the arrow and you say flip. And 90% of the time you'll have to do that to a couple of mods. And I'm probably confusing you all. I'll have to do a better video on that, but it's pretty good. And actually, dashboard. the guy that does these videos, like you can click on these videos and watch them, and he's got a bigger library out there on YouTube, but they will really train you real good on how to use this program, and this is a really good program. Okay, so let's stop recording, and I'm going to save this and just post it as I'm going to say a slight educational video.